Hi, this is Sonia with Artsy Solutions, and I'm getting ready to start on my journal challenge for Scrappy 8, the Facebook group. And for March, it's collage of an animal. So I want to collage an owl because I love owls. So I'm just going to make a tag. I've got this piece of cardboard from a shipping box, and I'm just going to cut it down to probably, I'm just trying to straighten it out because it's kind of crooked. So I'm gonna use my paper trimmer to get like a basic shape. So I'll probably cut it down to about 5 by, let's see, let me cut this piece right here. Sometimes when I'm using my paper trimmer, I have to come back through and use some scissors. So this is going to be roughly 5, what did I say? Yeah, 5 by, I guess I can cut on this crease. 5 by like 3.5 is what it looks like. And I'm just going to add this in a journal. So, like I said, I love owls. I don't know why, I really do love those. But anyway, so we've got this cut, and it's slightly irregular, but I'm not going to worry about that. It's, like I said, it's just going to go in the journal. So what I'm going to do on both sides is, well, yeah, I guess I could do both sides. I'm just going to paint. I'm going to take some white gesso, just some white acrylic gesso, and I might have to give it a couple of coats. And I need a bigger brush. Well, I'll just use what I have. And I'm just going to kind of coat it and set it to get some collaged features on here. I just wanted to have a base color. So like I said, I'm going to do both sides, and I'll give it about 2 coats on each side, and then I will be right back. Okay, so this is pretty much dry now, so I'm just going to go ahead and prepare the background. This one side I'm just going to leave blank, and then I'll just probably add another piece of paper onto the back for journal writing space. So, but this front, I have some not old tissue, but like scraps of tissue from different projects. So what I'm going to do, and I'm probably going to use a combination of this, just the plain tissue that had gotten torn away from the 3-ply, and then also bits and pieces of some that have print on it. So like I like this one right here that's got like the handwriting and the stamp, stuff like that. I'm going to use that. I'll go ahead and tear a little piece of that off, because I'll probably use it. And I kind of like this right here. I like this print, so I'll just get a little piece of it, because we're just trying to make our backdrop. And oh, and I have some from Paper Artsy. This is very pretty. I think I'll use a piece of this paper. I haven't used I haven't even used any of the stuff. I had one, the Seek, Gather, Create week, I think it was week 2. And I haven't used any of this stuff yet, but it was wrapped in this gorgeous, gorgeous paper. So I think I'm going to get a piece of it, because I like that black and white. This tissue is so beautiful. So I'm going to use a piece of that. Yeah, so we're just going to, it's going to be a real simple background, mainly with tissue, and I'll probably add some stamps on there as well. So I'm just going to take some Mod Podge, and I'm just going to go over this one side, and I went and got my big brush, because I'm just going to pour a little bit of Mod Podge on here onto the surface, and then just spread it over the whole entire tag. And then we're just going to apply bits and pieces of our napkin, and then just glue it on there. And I'm just gonna randomly put little bits and pieces of it on there in different sections. Let me add just a little more. Okay, so now I'm just going to let this dry, and then after it dries, I'll cut from around the edges of it. And while it's drying, I'm going to go ahead and prepare our owl. And it's literally going to be a collage. And I think I'm going to use like old book pages and things like that. Okay, so I'm going to try to figure out how big of a size of a owl that I want to make. So I'm probably going to make one about 3/4 the size of this right here. So, because I have to make it the focal point. So I'm just going to like hand draw, like I'm just going to sketch. I don't have my pencil nearby, and I'm not going to search for it. So I'm just going to simply take, let's see, this is going to be an owl. So this is like the body of the owl. And then of course, this is like the head. And we're going to have our eyes. And we're going to have our little beak. And then I'm just going to, and then our little feet. It's going to be kind of whimsical. I just wanted to get like the main shape of the owl. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over, and I'm just going to collage using scraps of book pages, and yeah, mainly magazine pages, I guess. Magazine pages and other book pages. Okay, so I went on ahead and cut off the excess paper from the collage that I made for the card. So I'm going to set that to the side. But what I think I need to do, because that's going to be a bit loud, or I don't know, I kind of like that the way it is. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and cut out our owl. So I'm just going to go around the edge of the owl. And I'm going to freestyle draw, basically draw it again. But the whole point in drawing it on this side was so I could get the right size, so that it could fit on here. But it's going to be turned like so. So I'm just going to freestyle draw. So let me just kind of zoom in. I'm just going to get my morfone acrylic paint pen, and I'm just going to draw it again. So this is going to be, you know, like his chest area and feathers. And then I'm going to put his eyes like right here. And then I'm going to draw his nose. And it's going to be kind of whimsical. And so we've got his little brows. And then I'll probably put some cheesecloth in behind him. But let me just kind of go around the edge of him. Yeah, I need to kind of tone this background down a little bit. Let me zoom back out a little bit. But this is what he looks like. So, I think I'll take some white, maybe. Yeah, like a little bit of white and a little bit of brown. I think I'm going to use some of this raw umber. And a little bit of this white. And I'm just going to dab it, some water, dab the brush into the water, and then just kind of put like a little wash on it. And then I'm going to take my damp rag and I'm just going to kind of dab up some of it. And then I'm just going to take the black. I have a little bit of black paint. And I'm just going to kind of go around the edges. And then I'm just going to dry it and I'll do some stamping afterwards. Now, before I make this too thick, so I'm going to start layering and adding on the owl and different things like that. But before I make it too thick, I want to go ahead and add something to the back. And I want to add a piece of paper. And what I'm doing, I'm just going to take this happy birthday paper that I'm not really using much of. And I'm just going to just shade it in brown. And I'm using some Ranger Archival ink, coffee. And I just want to give it this shade of brown. And then I'm just going to tear it to fit. And then I'm going to glue it on, and then I'll stitch going around the edge of around the tag. And this is going to be the journal spot. So I'm just going to, let's see, it's going to fold like right there. And then it's going to also fold like right here. Okay, so I got it stitched on front and back. So now I'm going to add, I'm just going to, that same stamp, I'm just going to randomly, I'm just going to lay this on here and let it pick up some of the stamped images. And then for the bird, I am going to add, I found some fabric that it can sit on. Actually, I might have this going across like that, as if it's the branch. So we'll have that there. We need like a lighter color behind the bird, such as cheesecloth, I guess. And I'm going to stitch this together. Okay, so I took a piece of a flower that I had made when I made some of the embellishments from a different video, and I just stitched it to the bottom of the tag because I thought that would give it character. And then I just added some cheesecloth and some scraps, some embossed paper, and I'm just going to layer some of the rest of this, and then we'll be almost complete. So I'm going to glue this on. I'm going to put that like up this way because I like that embossed paper right there. I like how it gives it character. And then I'm going to put this on here somewhere. I guess I'll glue this like somewhere along in here. And then I'll put the word detour. I think I'll put it like right here. And then we're going to put the bird on here somewhere. I think I'm going to take part of this blue off because to me it's a little bit too tall. So we'll just take that off. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and glue this on. And I want part of this to show, so I'm going to put the bird probably around in here somewhere. You have to excuse that sound, the sound of the motorcycle. I live in town and it's very noisy. Okay, so there's a little bit of leftover string that's kind of hanging down. I think I'm going to cut that off. Yeah. Normally I do like string hanging, but on this tag, I think it's a little bit too much with all this other stuff. At least like on the bottom anyway. I might glue it up here. I think that's what I'll do. Take these little strands from the bottom and maybe just put it up here somewhere. Yeah. And I'm just going to glue it on and hopefully it'll stay. And then I might put like a button or something just to kind of hold it in place. Right there. Yeah, let me find a button. Okay, so I found one. Now I'm just going to stick it down there over top of it. And then we can kind of let some of the strings hang down a little bit. And that's pretty much it. So what do you guys think? Here's my collaged animal, which is the owl. I used some collage papers, old book pages, and things like that. And then we've got the back where we have journaling space. And yeah, I'm satisfied with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos, blog, and social media sites. And make sure you check out the Scrappy 8 Facebook group, where there's plenty of fun creativity, and you have challenges and things like that. And this one's like a monthly challenge, so you don't have, in case you feel, if you're kind of like me, sometimes I can do weekly, and then sometimes I can do only monthly. It just depends on what I got going on. But it's spaced out, so you have time to do it and do everything else. But I thank you guys for watching, and for my new subscribers and old subscribers, I really appreciate you coming and checking me out and leaving a comment and all that. So thanks for watching.